about.
Recording in progress.
So we have an E major chord, so you can see me. What I'm doing is I'm keeping that shape and I'm moving it up sideways till my first finger gets to the 6th fret. That's it. There you go, strum it. And with that one you can strum the 6th string because it's an A with an E in the roots. And then you move it up another 2 frets. Oh, that's 3 frets. There you go. And back down 2 frets. Yeah, okay. So let's do that again. So I'm gonna just put the music in front of you. Yeah. So that second chord you did where it goes to the 6th fret is actually called an A over E. And then when you move it up so it's on the 8th fret is a B over E. So let's start with the E. After we're doing our 16th, so we want to get 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. Alright, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So E. Thinking in the morning sun. Slide it up. Thinking in the morning sun. Move it up again. Shaking up the heavy. You should have moved it up. 1. And back down to the 6th. Heavy like a loaded gun. Okay. So what happened is you stayed on this second one for too long. So
right.
we'll give it another go. So, oh, actually, it's not 16ths. It should be, but I think I've got it as. Oh wait, there. 1 E and a 2. Oh yeah, it is 16ths. So it's like 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and then the next chord. You see that?
So it's the same again.
Yeah, and then the same for the third one.
Mm-hmm.
And same for the fourth one. But the fourth one's exactly like the second one. Yeah. Okay, let's try that from the E.
So it's going right up. It's going 8.
Yeah. So it'll go like 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 8, but I wouldn't count to 8.
Okay.
You count it as in 2 lots of 4.
Okay.
You always count in them groups. I know when you do dance and stuff, they like to count to 8, but in music, you'd count to 4. You ready? From the E, I'm just going to mute you a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. So E. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Next chord. 1, 2, 3. 6th fret. Well, that's it. 2, 3, 4. Next chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Yeah. Drop plectrum. Alright, let's start again. You ready? 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Next one. 1, 2. Next chord. 4. 1, 2. Back down. 1, 2, 3. Back down. Back down. You never move down. So I think the one thing that maybe is happening, you're going for it, and I can see the pulse, but I don't know if you're counting it. Because if you count it, you know you get to the end and have to change. Because sometimes you just hold on the chord for too long. So what I want you to do is go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So when you've done 2 lots of 4 and you say 1, that's gonna be the This. My wife's just got this parcel coming. She's asked me to watch out. Just give us 2 seconds. Yeah, it is. Just hang on a sec. You okay? Just leave it there. Oh. Oh, do you mind if I go and just pick up this parcel? It'll take me 2 seconds. Literally, just hang on a sec. Hey, shh. Hey, oh, sorry about that. If she'd have missed it, it'd have been hell. Let's just get my camera right again. Okay. Right, so the key is that you get your strumming going and you're counting the 4. But I don't want you to hit hard. I want it to be gentle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one. Okay, so I'm going to unmute you. So unmute and I'm going to listen to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, good. Timing wise, great. Just probably like too full on. It's hard for me to say to you, pull back, and then, Michael wants me to send in a link, and then you actually knowing what that means. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the both the different ones. So here's where you're at the moment. And I want it to be drinking in the morning sun. That's it. I always used to get told off for years, my guitar tutor when I was younger. Said I always hit it hard, and I never grasped what he was saying. Until you start gigging, you realise, oh yeah, I understand it now. That's it. And you'll find you'll be a bit less tense and more flowing and smoother. Okay. So, this here, see that shape there? That's an E major. And when you move that up, these chords are major chords as well. So if I was to do an E minor, like this. So do that. I've got to, if I want to move that shape up as a minor, I would have to do this. See, instead of that. That's a major, but I'd have to move that down, just like I would do down here. Do you know when you move that note down? So if you were to just do the E major again, and move it up 2 frets, slide it up 2 frets, here. Oh, Michael's trying to get in. So you've gone up 3 frets, so move back down 1. And now with that first finger, just slide it back 1. See your first finger? See there?
Oh yeah.
There. Now that's a bit of a stretch, so you could use your 3rd and 4th finger now to replace. There you go.
Okay.
And then if you strum that, I can only think it must be love. Back to the one. Oh, anyway, the 6th fret one. So that is actually, that shape we just done there is a minor version of that E shape. They're all from the E shape.
That's the
A. It's the F sharp minor over E. Can you see this chord here?
Yeah.
So in essence, what you're doing is you're putting your first finger on the 3rd string up. You can see it, and then you've got a fret gap of nothing. And I put 2 and 3 there, but you're doing 3 and 4, which is probably better. That's it. It's a nice chord, that. Just get Mike. Can you hear me, Michael?
Can you hear me, Dave?
I can hear you, Michael.
Sorry about that, Dave.
Hey, it's all right.
I'm working in Manchester all this week, and
it's bedlam.
Yeah, bedlam.
Yeah, the traffic's hell, innit?
Yeah. So.
All right. So we're working on this one day like this. The next bit. So we're just having a look at this F sharp minor over E. So if you put your first finger on the 3rd string up, 2nd fret.
Yeah.
And you leave a fret gap. Now it says 2 and 3 there, but you might want to use your 3rd and 4th finger. See, there's a gap here. So your 3rd and 4th finger need to go on the 4th fret.
Sorry, I got it.
There you go. That's it. And do you remember doing the F sharp minor like that as a bar chord?
Yes.
That's basically that, but you instead of a bar, you're just putting one finger there on the 3rd fret.
Right.
So that's a good way for you to memorize it. Okay, let's have a little go at this second half then. So you can see I'll show you the first half, and then you can see what the difference is between that and there. So here it goes E to the A over E to the B over E, and the A over E. So the second lot, it's just this one changes. See there, the F sharp minor over E.
Right, so can you remind me of the A over E again?
Yeah, so if you do an E, like that.
Yeah.
If you move this shape up so your first finger's on the 6th fret, so slide it along. Slides your hand along, that's it.
Yeah.
So your first finger's on the 6th fret, that's it. And then if you slide it along another 2,
I remember it now.
that's the B, that's it. And then back to the 6th fret for the A over E. That's it. And with these ones, Michael, you can be confident strumming the 6th string, because if you notice on the chord it does say /E, which means you got the deepest note is meant to be that open 6th string. Okay, let's see if we can get through these chords here. So if you strum the E, so you want to be going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then the A over E, so to the 6th fret, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then your first finger down to 2. No, not this time, Victoria. This is the F sharp minor over E, and then you use your 3rd and 4th finger to. So Victoria, that's it. So instead of that stretch, you replace them fingers with your 3rd and 4th. That's it. I can only think it must be love. 6th fret. Oh, anyway. Move up one more. 6th fret. There you go. Wait. It's looking like a beautiful. Okay. So that when I say 6th fret, I mean this first finger, 6th fret, not these two. Yeah. So let's have a little go at. What we'll do is single strum these chords, and then make sure you got them. So we're going to just start on the first line. So just strum at E, just a straightforward E. Drinking in the morning sun. Then move up to the 6th fret for the A over E. That's it. Blinking in the morning sun. Then the 8th fret, so slide it up 2 frets. Not 3. That's it. There you go. Shaking out the heavy one. Then back down 2 frets. That's it. Heavy like a loaded gun. Back down to the E. What made me behave that way? Up to the 6th fret with your first finger. You say words I never say. Down to the 2nd fret and then space your fingers out. That's it. I can only think it must be love. Back up to the 6th fret. Oh, 6th. Anyway, it's looking like a... So if you were managing to play that and your chords sounded like me, that's the good foundation for it. Then it's just a case of putting the strum in. So what I want to do is I want to listen to that. So Victoria, you had a little bit more practice, so I'll come to you first. So just a single strum of each chord so I can hear each one. So E.
Okay.
Lovely. Then the A over E. Lovely. B over E. And back to the A over E. You say words I never say. And then this is the new shape. I can. That's it. Only think it must be love. Oh, anyway. Excellent. Lovely. And do you know, just backing off on the strumming and strumming it, you can work on your just singing it. You know, and make sure you can hear the chords properly, because sometimes when you're going for it strumming, you don't know if the chords actually you're playing it right enough because there's so much going on. So just taking a step back, just doing a single strum, you can hear the chord, you can practice the vocals, and then the next step would be to put the strum into it. But yeah, that was lovely, that. Really nice to hear. Go on, Michael, from the E. So just give it a single strum. Drinking in the morning sun, blinking in the morning sun, shaking out the heavy one, heavy like a loaded gun. What made me behave that way? These are words I never say. Lovely. Only think it must be love. Oh, anyway. Lovely. Excellent. That's really nice. How does that feel?
It's alright that day.
Quite confident, you know. All the chords sounded really confident and full.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have this riff which we haven't even addressed yet. Yeah, okay, so that's done on an E chord. And what I do is I do 2 little strums on the thick notes, like so, like that. And then I do 2 strums on the rest of the chord. So I'm separating it from the low notes to the high pitch sounding notes. So watch dum dum cha cha. So I'm not picking them notes, I'm strumming them. So I do 2 deep strums and then 2 chords. That's it. So the first ones are the deep notes and then them ones. That's it. Make sure you get the 6th string in that first one. That's it. Okay, and what you got to do straight after that, you got to cut the notes off. So it goes. Oh wait, no. So it goes. I'm going to show you the tab, so hopefully the tab now will make some sense. So you got dum dum cha cha dum dum cha. That's holding an E chord down. And when you've done that last chord, exactly what you did there, Michael, you cut it off with your hand. Because if you listen to the song, it doesn't go. It goes. It cuts it, doesn't it? That's it, nice. That's it. So when you do that last note, oh, anyway, it's looking like a beautiful day. Dum dum cha cha, dum dum cha, dum dum cha cha, dum dum cha. So you do it 4 times. Okay, so that's a little riff. So let's have a little go at verse 2. So hopefully now you've both got the chords, you can keep up with a bit of the strumming pattern. So the E, 1, 2, 3, 4. Someone tell me how I feel, gentle. 2, 3, 4. A silly wrong but vivid ride. 1, 2, 3. Oh, kiss me like the final meal. Down to, yeah, kiss me like we died tonight. And holy cow, I love your eyes. 6th fret. And only now I see the light. Down to the 2nd fret. Yeah, get your 3rd and 4th finger, that's it. Then leave me half awake. 1, 2, 3. Oh, anyway, that's it. It's looking like a beautiful day. Riff. So, dum dum cha cha, dum dum cha, dum dum cha cha, dum dum cha. Okay. Now this bit does do single strums on this 3rd bit. The strumming comes back in on this holy cow bit. So we're going to do a single strum here on the E. You ready? 2, 3, 4. Well, my face is salmon creased. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if you think I wink, I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. Laugh politely and repeats. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, kiss me when my lips are thin. 1, 2, 3 to E. And holy cow, I love your eyes. 2, 3. And only now I see the light. 1, 2. Yeah, 2nd fret. Lying with me half awake, stumbling over what to say. Well, anyway, there's 6th fret on that A over E there. So it is the E shape, but moving it up to the 6th fret. Anyway, it's looking like a beautiful day. Okay, so slightly different chords at this point. I'm just going to go over them. So we have an E chord to start with. And then we have a D sus2 chord. So it is a D chord, but you take off your second finger. That's it. And then we have an A sus2, which is just your 2 fingers on the middle strings. There. They kind of sound a little bit dreamy, sounding them chords, like a bit less happy. Really nice chords. And then the A sus2. And back to E. Okay. So here. On the E, 1, 2, 3, 4. So E, 2, 3. D sus2. 1, 2, 3. A sus2. 1, 2. To E. 1, 2, 3. Starts again. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a D sus2. 2, 3. A. 1, 2, 3. B. Start again. Throw those curtains wide. D sus2. A. 1 day let the sea will see me right. Again. Throw those curtains wide. A. 1 day let the sea will see me right tonight. E again. Holy God, D sus2. A. And knowing that I see the light. E. Last time. Throw those curtains wide. 1 day like this year will see me right. Yes, alright. Let's have a little listen to you strum that. So obviously this one is just 4 strums, 4 beats. I did notice, Vicky, you did go to 8th strumming there, rather than the 1 E and a 2 E and a... I don't know if you rectified it a bit later. But yeah, excellent. Go on, Michael. Let's have a listen. So from the E.
So it was...
Yeah, lovely. Excellent. Really good. Just keep practicing that, really, like that. And I think eventually you'll get... There's a tiny little gap. But I think that'll just come with time and playing it. But yeah, lovely. The chords sound good. Excellent.
Okay.
Go on, Vicky. That's it. Excellent. Yeah, lovely. Have you enjoyed that song?
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it? And I think having the touch of the F sharp minor over E is a nice little touch. That's basically the concept of bar chords. I think have we done a bit on bar chords where you move it up like that? Have we done that, Victoria? Basically, all bar chords come from is open chords. But if I was to move that shape up, do you notice that all the zeros ain't moving up? So you just can't take a chord and shift it up like that, generally. So what you do is you move it up, and to replace the zeros, you use your first finger like that. So if you look at a bar chord carefully, really, it's just like an open chord here. But this first finger is replicating the zeros. So now you're doing the classical thing when you're doing open chord, see your thumbs a bit higher, and when you come to do a bar chord, it's impossible. So if you watch my wrist now, it comes right under like that.
Oh yeah.
And you've got to get that first finger flat. So you can't do it like that. If your finger's like that, you got to bring that under. See there? And have that in the air. It's like you trying to get it straight like that. You got to bring your wrist under more. See that? That's it.
I've stayed away from bar chords.
I know.
I'm scared of
because this feels totally alien. If I was to do what you were doing there, and that's hard to get it. Watch my wrist now. It's like, it feels like you played the whole guitar like this, and then all of a sudden you got to do this. But yeah, so it's alright. I'm not going to force you to do bar chords, but just give you an insight, you know, because eventually you'll want to progress onto that. Like, there's a lot of songs you can't play unless you can do bar chords. Okay, I thought we could have a go at a little riff. It's one we've done a few times. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. Actually, I've got two riffs, so you can decide. One's the introduction to Hey Joe, which we've done a bit, and it might be good for a recap. Or we could do Layla by Eric Clapton. I could show you both of them, and then you could decide. So here's the Hey Joe. Hey Joe, and then you got the rest of the song, which is just open chords. Where you going with that gun in your hand? Hey Joe. So you got that one, or you got, oh, if I could remember it. All right, there we go. And then you got, yeah, there we go. So yeah, make a decision. I mean, we can do both of them eventually, but does anyone fancy doing any particular one now, or is no
I'm
one?
easy.
Yeah. What about you, Michael? You bothered?
No, Dave. No,
All right.
Either for me, I like a bit of Hendrix. So
All right.
So
Let's do the Hendrix one, because even though it's just what sounds like simple blues, there's quite a lot of little technique things like hammer-ons, pull-offs, and slides. So it's like got everything ram-packed into that one little section of an intro. So we'll have a little go at that. So the first thing you're going to do, let me just mute you both. You're going to put your first finger on the third fret on the second string. Like on the second string down here. And what you're going to do is you're going to hook it, so using the tip of your finger. Because what you're going to do is you're going to pluck them first and second string together, but with your plectrum you're going to strum them, and that sounds not too good at the moment, but what the whole point of this is, you're going to hit it and slide it to the 5, and that slide's got to be quick. That's it. So I'm going to show you there, so watch me. See that? So you don't have to go from the 3. I just put you on the 3 because that's probably a good place to slide from. So. And when you get there, hold it down on the 5. And then from the 5, I want you to hit it and slide to the 3. Now you notice if you don't use the tip of your finger, yeah, it's unnatural, innit, this guitar lark. let's get a cheese slice out and rub it against our fingers for a laugh, eh? That's entertainment. That's basically what we're doing. So we got a slide to the 5 and then a back slide to the 3. So it goes. So you're doing like a fast slide. Okay. Okay, let's not do that too much because it will end up hurting your fingers. But hopefully when your calluses, when you've been playing for a bit, they do toughen up. So so the next one, you put your finger on the 3rd string on the 4th fret and you hit that one on the string below and you slide to the 2. That's it. So hit it. Don't lift your finger off. You got to keep that down. So it goes. So up to now we got. And then when you're on the 2, stay on the 2. I want you to pull off to that 0. So you're going to go 4 to 2 slide and then pull off in one go. That's it. Now, don't just lift your finger off. You've got to pluck that note off with your finger. So don't just lift off. You got to pluck it with that finger on the when you get to the 2. That's it. So you're plucking it. You're not just lifting it off. So see, it is quite technical, this, isn't it? So that's what you've got there. If you can see there, you got that 4 to 2 slide, and then it pulls off to the 0. So you go. Okay, I'll come back to that. Don't worry if you've not mastered it. Then on the 4th string, you've got a 0 to 2 hammer. So the 4th string up, it goes 0. So you pluck a 0, and you hammer on the 2nd fret. So 2nd fret, that's it. So play the 0 and hammer that 2 on. Sorry. And once you've done that, you pluck the... So the same with the pull off, you don't just press the note on. You don't just go, because it'll cut it off. You gotta hammer it. Oh God, that hurt. You gotta hammer it on. You gotta give it a good, like you would hit a hammer. You wouldn't press a nail on with a hammer. You would have to give it a bit of force and a bit of attack. Yeah, that looks good. So you hear mine. Sorry. See that? So then you've got this E chord you want to put on, and you just strum it a couple of times. So it goes. So far we have this. I'll do it again, slower. So hopefully, fingers crossed, you can do it. Go, Michael, let's have a listen. If you want to unmute yourself, Michael.
Yeah, okay, so it was... That's right.
Excellent, yeah. So the only one little thing in that was this 2 to 0 pull off.
Yeah, it was that.
Everything else was bang on. That's it there. Whereas before, I think you were just lifting it off. Do you remember? You got to pluck it with that finger.
I ballsed up my slide.
But actually, to tell you the truth, that wasn't that bad at all. If you could practice that round another 5 to 8 times, you'll be getting smoother and smoother.
I love the song anyway.
Yeah, well, that's a good thing in it to help you learn it.
Yeah.
If you love it, love the tune.
I know we've done it previous day, but yeah, it's.
But I think it's that technical. I think sometimes it's very easy to forget it.
You forget it, and
Yeah.
I remember I was watching the video session that we did, and but yeah, it's good to recap it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's good to recap in it rather than just moving on all the time, as well. So go on, Victoria. That's it. Oh, just down to the 3. There, you don't need to do a pull off on that 3. That's it, and then move up to the 4.
What did I do? 0?
That's the 4-2-0 pull off. That at that point. That's it. And then go to the next bit. 0-2 hammer. Excellent. Nice one. So the only one thing is when you're playing that 4, you have to play the 0 that's below it as well. So when you do the 4-2 slide, you've got to be plucking the 2nd and 3rd string.
Four. Okay.
That's it, but I'm just not hearing the 0 on the 2nd string. Yeah. What's happening there is when you're going to slide, you're lifting your finger ever so slightly so it makes no note. Watch this, you got to keep it held down. That's it. And when you get to the 2, pull off to the 0. There you go. I really do favour my 3rd finger to do that because you can hook your 3rd finger a lot easier. Don't lift it up, keep it held down. That's it. Nice. Okay. So let's pretend we've done that 20 times and we're getting more confident, which you can do in your own time. So I want us to get on that E chord, and you'll notice what I want you to do is you just take off your 1st finger like that and keep them 2 on. And what you got to do is you got to slide that up to the 5th fret there. So you hit that note at them 2 notes and slide it up to the 5th. So you got to keep it pressed down. Just them 2 notes. There. So you lifted it off slightly, keep it pressed down. Nice, but do it a bit quicker. Lovely. And you want to do it, see there, you do it twice, so you slide to the 5, slide to the 5 again. Oh, you don't play the 5 when you're there. The slide into the 5 is the note you need. That's it. And then do it again. And then the last one is you slide it to the 4. No, from the 2 to the 4, sorry.
Sorry.
That's it. And then you strum an E chord twice. E major, yeah. So if you watch this, it goes. So what the turn? So that's the 5s to the 5s to the 4, and then the E chord. 2 big strums. So okay, let's hear you do that, Victoria. Yes. Excellent. There's only one tiny little bit in that intro to go, but I'm just going to listen to Michael play this bit first.
Okay, so it was try there. So
Yeah. Okay. Are you pressing down on both of them strings? Make sure you got a good pressure on both of them.
Yeah, good pressure, so.
Lovely. And then to the 4. No. I want you to slide from the 2 to the 4.
Ah, right, yeah.
So you always slide in from the 2. And then the E chord twice. That's it. Do it again. That was good.
So. Let's try that again now, sorry.
That's it. There you go, perfect. Because on that first one, when you were sliding to the 5s, it was only this one that went to 5, the other one went to 4.
So it was.
So you rectified it by making sure they were over enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Got it.
That's it. It's subtle, but it's correct, in it. Okay, so the next bit goes. So what's happening there is I'm on the 4th string, and I'm going 7. So I hit the 7th fret on the 4th string. Make sure you're up to the edge of that fret. And when you hit that 7, I want you then to hammer on the 9. And keep your first finger down. So watch your little 9 doesn't just push on gentle. It's got to give it a good whack. So Michael, don't lift your first finger off. Make sure that's planted down the whole time. That's it. Give it a good whack. There. Hear the difference?
Yeah.
Like it. Basically the name, hammer. It's like a hammer action.
That was better.
That's good, yeah. Sounds like you got a delay on your acoustic, is that right? Is it going through an amp?
No, it's not there. No, it's
Oh.
no. I'm not. It's not even an electric acoustic. That it's just
It could be the microphones hitting it
Possibly.
back.
Yeah.
So when you've done that little 7/9 hammer, you then play the 7 on the next string down. So it goes. You can take your little finger off from that 9, Victoria. And you do that twice, so you can see there 7/9/7, 7/9/7. And the last note is a 9 on that 4th string. Now, what you might be doing is going like this, 7/9, and then moving your first finger down like that. Now, if you start this off, instead of being hooky like that, if you start this with it being flat on both of them, and then you do the hammer on, and then your first finger can just flatten down to get to that, do you know, rather than jumping off the string. And the last note, Michael, is that 9. Excellent. Excellent, that was brilliant. Let's have a listen, Victoria. Lovely.
There's no sound from my pinky.
Yeah. What happened there is when you did the 7 to 9, you were lifting your first finger off. You can actually just keep that down for stability and just hammer it on, so you'll end up with 2 fingers on. Do you know what it is? It's because you're on an acoustic and the action could be high, so it's really hard to play. If you're on an electric, it'd be a dream. Electric's like the strings are so close to the fret, you only have to touch it and it creates a note. Do you know what I mean? So the thing is, you've got the notes and you've got the technique. I don't know, did you eventually get your guitar set up at all?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually thinking of getting a new guitar.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What, have you looked at anything in particular?
I'm not too sure what to get actually, so I was going to ask you for some advice.
So there's a few things. They don't always come set up. So you could buy a $3,000 guitar and think, I'm spending $3,000, and you'll still get it not set up. Then you got to pay to have it set up. It's like buying a brand new car with no petrol in. You buy it and then you got to go and fill it up with petrol. So some shops, if the guy selling it is good at setting up guitars, they'll set it up. So that's one question you've got to ask: is it set up, or will you? If I buy it, will you get it set up for me? Because if you don't, you'll buy it and you'll probably think, oh, it's better, but it still might not be the best it could play. So you probably get if you look around the 300 to 500 mark, you can get something really decent. Okay. My guitar, which I've played since I was 21, and I've gigged my whole life. I've just had this one guitar. It cost me £330. I don't have a $10,000 guitar. Most of the students I teach on a Thursday night, they have like £4,000 guitars. But I don't actually think you need to spend that much money.
And what's the name of your one?
Mine's a Fender, but it's not even an expensive Fender. I think sometimes you can think that you're getting a really expensive guitar, it's going to make you play like Jimi Hendrix. And at the end of the day, it's in your fingers and your timing and everything. So I reckon you don't want to get too cheap a guitar, because it does sound a bit nasty. So I reckon 300 up, 300 to 500 quid, you could buy yourself a guitar for life. Do you know what I mean? It'll last you forever. And then make sure they set it up. So there's loads and loads of brands. A good one I like is Cort. C-O-R-T. Fender's good. I think if you go for a main brand, if you ever want to sell it, you'll sell it for what you paid for. Yeah. If you go for an obscure brand, you might not end up selling it, and you just never know. You might, keep practicing and think, you know what, I'm going to spend £1,000 on a guitar. But I don't know. You might not. What are your ideas?
Yeah, probably around that.
Yeah, right. 300 mark. I could actually send you some links if that'd help.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But I would advise going into a guitar shop if you can.
Yeah, there's one about half an hour away.
Yeah.
Called Guitar. So.
Oh right, okay, yeah. And they should have professionals in there who could advise you. But don't get dragged into the sales, like spending 800 quid. I remember this guy come up to me in the shop and he put this guitar in me. He said, play me that. And I said, all right. And I went like this and he goes, I'm buying it. And it's like, he was a complete beginner. And I thought, well, it was like over 800 quid as well. It weren't cheap. I think he just thought he'd make him play like that. So, but yeah, so hopefully that helps. If you've got any more questions, just message me and I'll help you with that. But yeah, it will make the difference. Get a nice guitar, get it nicely set up as well. You might even have a decent guitar. What make is that?
This is a Yamaha.
APX.
Yes.
Yamaha's amazing guitars. Really good guitars. It may be worth you getting that set up, unless you want a shiny, different new guitar. But it might be worth you getting paid to get it set up correctly. Yeah. And then use that money, buy yourself an electric guitar. Do you know, just a nice little electric guitar? It's good fun to play electric. Most of my students have both. Like Michael.
My son plays electric.
All right. Well, Nick is then.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal guitar player.
Why doesn't he teach you then?
Doesn't get it from me, obviously.
Does he not show you things?
He just gets frustrated.
Yeah, that's it. It's the same with my children. They don't want to know. I was teaching drums in a school for years, and Isaac wanted drum lessons, and he wouldn't let me teach him. Every lesson we had ended up in a big argument. So I ended up having to pay someone top dollar to just teach him drums. So anyway, so have you had fun tonight, Vicky?
Yeah, it's great.
Cool.
I'm going to practice.
Yeah, if you had an electric guitar, all them hammer-ons and pull-offs, it'd be really easy. You know, it'd be like a dream.
I'll have a try.
Yeah. All right, nice one, Michael.
Yeah, same day. Yeah, it was good. Good lesson. Sorry, I was a bit late, but
oh, it's all right. You've got to write lines at the end of this lesson, you know.
Yeah.
200 lines. I will not be late.
Well, as long as it's got one of those pens off Harry Potter, then we'll be all right.
Yeah. I tell you what, I was the champion at writing lines in school. I figured out every letter. I figured out a cheat, because I is just a ruler. I down every line.
I wrote a few in my time.
All right.
Yeah, no, it's been a good session, Dave, and
good.
Yeah, good recapping the Hendrix.
Excellent. All right. Well, it's been nice to see you both, and I will see you all next week. Okay.
Thanks.
Right. Take care.
See you,
Bye.
Vicky.
Bye. Bye. Bye.